Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on my video. I am about half an hour down a trail leading to a lake that supposedly has some good walleye fishing right now. I have my little 10-foot aluminum boat with a 2.5 Suzuki, and I'm a little more worried about my trailer because it is a little more homemade. I'm generally worried it's not going to make it out of here, so I'm going between 5 and 7 kilometers an hour, making sure I baby the trailer. It's taken me half hour, and I'm about halfway to the lake so far, and hopefully I catch some walleye. So, well, here we are. Everything's just shoved in there, just like my Algonquin trip, but now I don't have to carry a boat everywhere. I'm just gonna go park it somewhere on this lake and probably fish on my way there. The river is just over there. You can see the opening, so I'm gonna head that way. Hopefully I can find somewhere to set up camp and yeah, see how this goes. Well, that certainly did not take long. Nice pike. I actually killed the engine because I saw some rapids coming up, and then this guy was following me. First pike. Woohoo! This is awesome, man. Well, everyone, the pike are hungry. I've caught 4.5 hours, and I'm pretty happy with that, but I do want to try to catch some walleye. I've never been much of a walleye angler, and if I could even catch one in the night that I'm here, I'll be happy. So for now, I'm going to explore these rapids just a little bit more. I got about 2 hours of sunlight left, and I'm going to set up camp. I'm going to commit, and I'm going to set up camp, and then probably fish all night, if I'm being honest. Okay, well, I'm just gonna float down here, and this is my redneck way of recording myself. My GoPro is dead, or not dead, it's full, sorry. The SD card's full, and I have forgotten about that for months. So I'm gonna record myself on my phone. I'm gonna float down the rapids a little bit, and hopefully catch some more fish. I'm gonna give myself maybe like another 20 minutes, a half hour before I really start gearing up and going to find somewhere to camp for tonight. So everybody's told me fish for walleye at the bottom of the rapids, so I don't know if I was too close, but we'll see. Bugs aren't too bad. I've had a few mosquito bites, so that way you guys get less of my legs, as much as I know some of my viewers like it. Gotta subscribe for never mind. Takes quite a commitment to get to where I am, and on top of that, I'm about 3 hours north of Thunder Bay, so very isolated. Wow, just did a dry fire, eh? Look at that. Okay, well, this beach is going to be home for the night. Right off the bat, we got some moose tracks right here. That's pretty exciting. Nothing fresh, thankfully. So I think we'll be okay. I'm going to have to go down that way a bit to have my dinner, and I'm going to set up my tent on the point. I'm going to see if I can walk to it right now, actually. Actually, those are fresh. Those are definitely probably after the rain we had a couple days ago, so. Moose tracks I'm okay with. That's a big one. Holy. Should have brought my trail cam here. I mean, I might just see it myself, to be honest, but we'll see. Yeah, so it looks like the moose. Oh my gosh, man. You can see its tracks through the water. That's amazing. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it on the camera, but you can see right where this moose crosses, so. Might get lucky. Gotta be careful though. Moose are pretty well more dangerous than a bear, so. Uh-oh. Those are, I don't know. They look paw print. They look more like a paw print than a hoof, but let's see. Yeah, those look more like paw prints. I don't know. Darn, yep. Bear tracks. See the claws and the paws. So we got bears and moose here. I really should have my bear spray now that I think about it. Dragonflies. Those are fresh too. The big bear, and it's fresh. Look at that. Huh. Darn, I was thinking of putting my tent right on this point here, but looks like this is crossing point for everybody. I could still though. Be a nice sandy bottom if I just put it right here. Right in the bear tracks. I'm gonna have to be very careful if I'm staying here. Good fishing though, that'll be for sure. I'll see if I can put my hammock somewhere. It might be a good alternative to Mr. Bear. Those are fresh. Those are pretty fresh. Got some more tracks here. Definitely some kind of canine. Looks like it's too big to be a fox, but it's pretty small for a wolf. Those look like a different track than this right here. Very interesting. I really wish I brought my trail cam now. More moose tracks, obviously. Technically, I could put my tent anywhere in here, but not a whole lot of places for a hammock. It's unfortunate because kind of like hammock better. Makes me feel more free to escape if I need to. But it's okay. Looks like the beach kind of ends up here anyway, so I'll walk to the end of the beach and I'll turn around. I do have bear spray. Got a Garmin attached to me, and hoping I don't have to use the bear spray. The Garmin InReach Mini 2 is nice because I've been texting my wife and I send her my location every 4 hours through my Garmin. So just in case, just kind of for fun right now. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous. Ooh, that would be a good place for a tent actually. Right here, right up against there. Got some cedars down, a little bit of open brush. Maybe I'll do that. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, that might help my sanity tonight. Okay. Might go grab the tent. We'll see. It's a pretty far walk from my boat if I need to get out, so we'll see. It's a good spot though. Okay, so what I didn't realize is there's an escarpment kind of right there, and it's quite steep, so I'm gonna get my brush saw and I'm just gonna clear a spot and I'm gonna put the tent right in there, and it'll actually be quite cozy. So well, I got the solo stove out, and you can't really see it that well, but there's a fresh popper right there. Oh, there you go. You see it right there and right there. So hopefully he stays away. But I'm gonna bring, once I get a little solo stove going, I'm gonna bring it way down and have my meal down there. So my tent is nice and tucked in. So that's good. Fish jumped right there. I'll do more fishing after, but I'm just trying to set up and get some food first. I'm gonna find him. That's what happens when you stir them up. There's at least 3. I can actually see the stars on my phone. That's how bright they are. Now, there's a lot more than what the iPhone's picking up, but still pretty cool. That's the stars. And that's a barred owl. There's the Big Dipper. Looks like they're flashing. It's just smoke coming in and out of the frame. Pretty neat though, eh? Those owls have been going for 10 minutes. I highly regret stirring them up. What's funny is I've woken up to owls doing that right above my head. And then I really regret calling them in like I do. They're cool for the video. They're cool to see in person. But then they stick around. They want to make friends all night. And it's not so much fun when you're trying to sleep. I don't know what that sound is. Something out there. There's a mouse somewhere in here though. It's definitely coming from my food. I don't really know how else to hide that. There you are. Nice try, bud. Yeah, I don't know. I can't put it in my tent. I'm not putting it in my bags because then a bear will rip open my bags, but the mice might get it, so either way, I lose. Well, I don't know how many times I've passed this, but actually there's the rest of it right there. I didn't even mean to point in there. This is nuts, okay. So there's a jawbone there, but I wasn't gonna point it right at, oh, there's another piece here. The part of the jaw. Then something in here. Wow. Man. I don't know if it's a bear or a wolf. Oh, that's crazy. Look at that. Wow. That is cool. Bunch of teeth. Yeah, the ribs are pretty small, but that's still wild. I'm gonna grab this before I leave tomorrow. That's crazy. That's cool. Well, good morning, everyone. It was an okay sleep. Woke up multiple times because I was cold, and this is very painful ground due to the uneven level. But I got my rest. I survived. Didn't hear any animals, so that was good. But yeah, made it. Well, the only better place to wake up on my birthday would be with my family, but gotta wait a few more weeks for that. This'll do for now. It's a beautiful view. I don't know how high that little escarpment is there, but the video does not do justice. It's massive. Well, this is the view I wake up to on my birthday. Today, I am 30 years old. So I was just taking a little walk down the beach. I noticed some more bear tracks right next to my boot tracks. That bear paw right there is inside my boot track. So that means there was a bear on this beach last night. Because, for one, if I were to step on the bear track, it wouldn't have been there anymore. And two, I didn't even remember seeing bear tracks this far down the beach last night. So, but yeah, that paw print there is clearly inside my boot, which is pretty crazy. So there was a bear here last night, but it left me alone. And it didn't eat my food, so that's good. Okay, so this is a double mix. It almost looks like a white hot chocolate powder. Smells good. Oh yeah. That's a full cup of coffee there. How to dry your shorts and socks in the morning? You just smoke them out. I got a coffee waiting too. Well, I gotta say, this double in a package is pretty good. So thanks to my brother Nick, got me a bunch of those for my birthday. Fire's dying out. I'm just kind of sitting in the shade. It's quite hot for the end of August, the very end of August. And I'm just enjoying the view. Still got the mountains out there, the Ontario mountains. And I'm gonna do some fishing. Gonna see if I can find the walleye. But even if I catch more pike, I'll be pretty happy with that. It's been a good night here. I didn't really know what to expect, and after seeing all the bear and moose tracks, I was quite nervous. And I'm not afraid of bears or moose. I'm just afraid of not knowing what I hear from my tent. Because there's a lot of times where I'm sitting there and I hear twigs snap, I hear logs roll over, whatever. It could be anything, really. And I just hate not knowing. That'll keep me up all night. But considering I was more in pain than worrying about what I couldn't and could hear, I had a pretty good sleep, I guess. Off and on all night, tossing and turning, because I thought the sand would be a nice bed, but wasn't that great, so. Well, got another pike on my birthday. That's number 5 for this trip. Not bad. Nice. I was just trolling with a rose gold. I love that lure. I've caught tons of pike on it, so it's cool that they like it here too. Well, I got some exciting news. First walleye ever. I did it. I caught a walleye on my birthday. Amazing. I knew right away it was something different because it wasn't fighting like a pike. Sure enough, it's a walleye. Apologize, all you're getting is, apologize that you're getting a little leg there, but I have my second walleye on. Nice. Another one in the boat, man. That's nuts. Look at that. Another beauty walleye. That's crazy. It's a nice fish, man. Oh, there's a couple below me right now, actually. So I am hands-free, but I just wanted to show you a bit of my drive back to my house. Notice the colorations in the ditches. It's August 31st, and these are already changing. That's how far north I am, and it's pretty cool. It's interesting to see, you know, what changes and when. What trees actually change color up here versus which trees just stay green the whole time. A lot of coniferous, and they'll just stay green the whole time. So